Hey guys, I wanted to show you how to use how to put in contacts. I've been wearing contacts for 24 years, so this is not a big deal for me, but I realize that some people spend a lot of money on contacts for costumes and then they're scared to put them in their eyeballs. So I understand that. So first of all, I have been wearing them for a long time. I wear prescriptions, so now my camera is very blurry. The only brand of the colored contacts that I've ever bought is Gothica, and I really like these ones. I haven't tried any of the others, so I can't promise how those ones work. They come in these little bottles, which is kind of hard to get your contacts out. So what I actually do is I just pour the entire thing out into my hand. You want to do this with very clean hands. You don't want to give yourself an eye infection. That's bad. Here it is in my hand. So I just do it over the sink, make sure that the sink is plugged so it doesn't fall down the drain. If it does fall in the sink, you can rinse it off. And then you'll see that there's two sides. So you can see that this side has the lighter green and this side you can see has the dark edge. You don't want to flip it the wrong way. It actually is really uncomfortable if you do that. So if you can get it on your finger like so, yes. Sometimes it helps to put a little bit of contact solution inside of it, drip it in there. That can help it when it goes inside. So the way I do it is I can do it just straight into my eye. You may have to look away, but I just go straight at it. That kind of freaks out a lot of people that you're going straight at your eyeball. So if you need to, you can look away. The only thing about looking away is that when you put it on the side, it takes it a minute and a little bit of blinking to get it in place. And you might even have to kind of slide it over to where it needs to be. So these are my Starfire ones. I don't do the full scleral contacts because, yeah, I've only heard from people that they're extremely uncomfortable, and I don't really like doing uncomfortable when I'm cosplaying. So the other one I'm going to do, this is my vampire contact. It's also Gothica, which, by the way, to get contacts, you have to get a prescription from a doctor. They just need to make sure that the BC of your eye is going to work with, that it's going to work. Wow, I look Christmassy. That it's going to work with the contacts. So most cosplay contacts come in 8.6, and my husband wears 8.4 base curve, and it doesn't work. The BC is not the same for him, and so it's really uncomfortable for him. So we don't do colored contacts for him anymore. He tried it once. It was bad. So, and I spent $100 on contacts that he didn't end up using. Prescription, like my kind of prescription where I actually need to be able to see with them, are a little bit more expensive than the others. I've bought them both from TaylorMade as well as from Wolf FX online, and you still have to have a prescription even if you buy them online. So to take them out, so I'm going to take mine out now. I fill the bottle. I keep them in these bottles because you can keep them in the other ones, but the bottles have a lot of liquid. My first set, actually, I had them sealed in a case like this, and it evaporated. And so I ended up with crusty contacts. You do not wear those once they're dry. Like, they're garbage. They will absolutely ruin your eyes. So to get them out, what I do is I'll often look up, and then you just slide it to the side. And then you want to be careful not to pinch the top layer of your eye. That's really painful if you do that. So you just barely pinch it off. The nice thing, when you pull it to the side, your eye doesn't really fit very well with the contact on the side. And so when you do that, you're able to get it kind of wrinkly. So I'll get closer up on this next one so you can see, hopefully, how it gets a little wrinkly. Sorry, it's hard to get close. So, is it focused? Focus. There we go. All right, so move it to the side, and hopefully you can kind of see that it's kind of not really fitting my eye really well there on the side. So you can kind of see those wrinkles. So I just move it to the side, gently grab it and pull it off. This does not work well, I will tell you, if you have long fingernails. I don't know how people do it with long fingernails. I had long fingernails once for my wedding pictures, and I could not figure out how to get my contacts in or out. So I'm sure there are ways to do it, but it's harder and you have to figure it out. So I'm putting it back in there. Bink. So there you go. So I've only got the Gothica brand. I've never tried any of the other brands. I do know that if you get the cat eyes, they will turn throughout the day just because as you blink, they move. And so you have to keep adjusting that, which is kind of annoying. Don't touch your contacts with dirty fingers though. Always wash your hands because you don't want to give yourself an eye infection. If you have an eye infection with your contacts, you have to throw them out. These say that they are good for a year. Usually soft contacts are only good for about a month, but these ones say that you can use them for a year, but they need to be kept in liquid, and they need to be, if they dry out, like I say, they're garbage. The other thing is they are a little bit softer than regular contacts. So if you are used to wearing regular contacts, they're a little bit squishier. They're more likely to move or possibly get knocked out of your eye. Like if they dry out a little bit and you blink, they can possibly come out. I haven't had too many problems with it. On occasion, they kind of move, and I just have to blink a few times and get them back in the right spot. So there you go. Hopefully you find that helpful. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Bye.